this former president saying everything is on the line and everyone must rise above their fears, and they are ready for whatever may come to protect their country, their freedom, their interests, their way of life, their culture, everything.
Yeah, that's right, Frederica. We heard a lot of bravado and a lot of patriotic statements in the lead up to this Russian invasion. Ukrainians of all ages, all walks of life, telling me that they were ready to take up arms. And that is what we are starting to see. There has been a general mobilization of Ukrainians. Ukrainians, if they want, can go get a weapon from the Ukrainian military and start fighting. So in addition to the Ukrainian military, which has gotten a lot stronger over the past few years, we are seeing all kinds of Ukrainians take a weapon, take an AK-47, and take the fight to the Russians. We are seeing significant Ukrainian resistance to this Russian aggression. And that is perhaps why Russia has not made as much progress as had been predicted before this invasion started. You heard former President Poroshenko there saying that they have ruined Putin's chances for a blitzkrieg. There had been some very dire warnings about the capital of Kyiv, that it could fall in 24 to 48 hours. But now, more than 48 hours since this invasion started, it is still very much standing and is still firmly in the control of the Ukrainian government. There has been significant fighting all around the city, evidence to suggest that Russian forces are encircling the city and coming at it from all sides. We have seen some of the toughest fighting within the city limits. That picture that you're showing right there, a rocket hit slamming into an apartment building within the city limits. Just to the west of here, we saw Ukrainian forces overnight destroying what they called a column of Russian vehicles. But President Zelensky, former President Poroshenko, making the point that Ukrainian forces are having significant success at keeping the Russians at bay. We heard from President Zelensky earlier today. He said, "We have survived and are successfully repelling enemy attacks," but he did caution that fighting continues in other cities and other parts of the country. Take a listen to a little bit more of what he had to say.
Good morning, Ukrainians. Currently, there are a lot of games appearing on the internet, like that I am asking our army to put down arms and evacuate. So I am here. We are not putting down arms. We will be defending our country, because our weapon is truth. And our truth is that this is our land, our country, our children, and we will defend all of this. That is it. That is all I wanted to tell you. Glory to Ukraine.
So President Zelensky there, dressed in military garb, making it clear that he has no plans of going anywhere. We now know from Western officials, from EU and American officials, that President Zelensky has been offered an opportunity to leave the country and to be evacuated, and that he has rejected that. In fact, he said, according to the Ukrainian embassy in London, "I need ammunition, not a ride." And that is what we are hearing from all kinds of Ukrainian officials. I just spoke with a Ukrainian defense official a short time ago, repeating that call for more weapons, for more ammunition. This official telling me we need it now, not tomorrow, and that they are in continued discussions with the Biden administration. They are thankful for $350 million that have just been allocated to the Ukrainian military, but it is clear that they feel they need more, and they need more sophisticated weaponry, including anti-aircraft weapons to fend off Russian helicopters and jets. This official telling me that so far they have not gotten an answer from the Biden administration on that increased demand. Fred, the last thing I'll note is there is now a curfew in effect. It went into effect just a short time ago at the top of the hour. That is a curfew for 48 hours until Monday at 5 p.m. local time. The streets now empty. There is a lull in the fighting. Every so often we'll hear some small arms fire, a thud in the distance. For now, that fighting is not raging. But the mayor of Kyiv asking citizens to stay off the streets. We are seeing an increased security presence in the streets, but the mayor of Kyiv saying that if citizens are down there, they will assume that they are Russian saboteurs, that they are Russian forces. Fred.
All right. Alex Marquardt, thank you so much. We'll check back with you. Appreciate it. Stay safe yourself. All right, President Biden is speaking with his national security team right now. CNN White House correspondent Arlette Saenz is with the president.